new episode of Inside the Huddle alongside the head coach Greg Ruffin. I'm Joshua Jackson. Last week we took a look at the quarterback position. This week it's the guys that's toting the rock, the running back position. And coach, just looking at the film of these guys, there's just an embarrassment of riches at that spot.
Yeah, one of the things that we wanted to concentrate on was getting some faster guys. We had to get some speed in here, and one of the things is some kids that had dual talent, and I think we accomplished that. We've got about 8-9 kids that we're very excited about here, and like you said, it's going to be one of those things where we're going to roll those balls out, and whoever picks up the offense from a cerebral standpoint in terms of being able to pick up protection and along with the running and their receiving ability, that's going to move them to the top of the charts in terms of what we're trying to do depth chart wise.
The exciting thing you can see about this group of guys is you got their speed, there's quickness, they run with power, and as you said, there's going to be a lot of depth there, quality depth for guys that don't necessarily get a chance to start. If something happens or someone gets hurt, there's easily a guy that you can plug right into that spot and keep moving as quickly as you can.
I think our mantra going forward, I think in each and every position is next man up, and we want to recruit to that mantra that we're not, in terms of a kid going down, that it kind of breaks our back a little bit offensively or defensively or even special teams wise. I think getting the young men, they have various skill sets. We have a couple of kids that are undersized, but they're real dynamic in terms of their shiftiness and their speed. We have a couple of big backs that are physical. One that's just run right through you, and the Pelham kid out of Fort White, the kid we just picked up, Shannon Asbell out of Green Cove Springs, coming to us from ASA Miami. Very dynamic, 230-pound kid with breakaway speed. So, you have a tough kid like a John Singleton out of Reebok. So it's going to be, interesting, and it's always good to be able to plan an offense around having kids of various different skill sets.
Here with Norwood Waters' new running backs coach, Dr. Michael Grant. Coach, you have been at Morehouse, Clark Atlanta, Fort Valley State, Benedict. Where does this group of guys that you're going to be getting ready to coach here in 2018 rank amongst those previous groups that you've had in those
I tell you, they rank very high. I'm very excited about the new group that's coming in. Young guys, we've got some transfers in there. We got some high school kids in there. And over my tenure as a running back coach in my career, all these guys match up to what I've seen over my 20-year span.
And just speaking with Coach Ruffin a few moments ago, you've got guys that run with speed, run with power. There's so much depth on there. You're going to have a tough time trying to figure out who's going to tote the rock for you here in 2018.
Well, one of the things we look at here at the running back position is we look at the playmaker ability. All these kids have playmaker ability. All these kids have breakaway ability. All these kids they're very agile. In some cases, we look at the way that they get out of the back door. So we're very happy about the skill set of the kids that are coming in.
And you got guys that have won state championships, guys that have been a part of quality programs, both at the high school level and those guys that have transferred. You've got guys that have had success at just about every level of football.
Most definitely. One of the things I'm very excited about is the fact that when I watch these kids on film, I see effort. And they all play with a high level effort, and I think they're going to do very well at Edward Waters College and very well at the college level.
First guy we'll take a look at here is a guy that when you talk about him, your eyes just lit up. Yeah. You've already just said you've seen his film a few times. Yeah. Jim Travis Gray out of the Muck, Hogan Florida, 5'10", 175.
Yeah, he excites me as a coach. I think that he has breakaway speed. I think he does well in the secondary. He's able to sign his runs. He's able to see when he's inside the tackles. So I'm very excited about this kid.
And he's a guy that just not only does well in the backfield, but is a guy that has experience in kick returning as well.
Oh, most definitely. He's a specialist. We watch him on field on kickoff return, and he does a great job with that as well.
Next guy we'll take a look at is a guy from my high school alma mater out there at Green Cove Springs, played high school, Shannon Asbell. Guy that transfers in from ASA Miami, 5'9", 225. This is a guy that just runs with speed, power, and can really get it done.
Yeah, I've always been a big back coach in my career as running back coach and at my other places. And I'm always in love with the big backs. And he's a kid that he's big, he's agile, he has speed. And when you watch him on film, the one thing that I see from a big back perspective, he always keeps his feet moving. So we're very excited about him.
Another guy who's another big back for you, a guy from Fort White High School, the Fort White Indian, and Jock West Pelham, 6'2", 230 from Fort White.
Yeah, again, another big back. I think that he's going to do. I think he's going to do well. Very agile, and a lot of the backs that are coming in, we know that they match up skill wise. So it's going to be some some competition going on in the backfield this summer.
We talked a few moments ago about guys who have done well, won state championships. Here's our first guy from the 6A state champions down there in Miami, Northwestern Bull, and Corey Hammond, 6'1", 190 out of Magnolia.
I think Corey, and I just had a phone call with Corey last week, and he's very excited about coming to camp. We talked about a whole lot of different things, and the one thing that Corey emphasized to me is he said, "Coach, I'm in shape, I'm ready to go, and I'm going to be very competitive when I get to summer camp."
We'll go over to the west side of Jacksonville and take a look at Stanley Thomas from a Westside High School, 5'8", 200 from over there at Westside High School.
I think Stanley is an agile kid. I think he's going to fit right in. When I talked to Coach Ruffin about Stanley in our review of his ability, I said this guy could probably be an every down back. He can do some things inside the tackles that we like to see. He reads well inside the tackle, and then once he gets into the secondary, he can do some things as well too with his speed.
One guy that I got a chance to look at his film last week, and just speaking with Coach Ruffin, his eyes lit up, and just his ability to find the open hole and really show off his speed. It's a transfer from Tusculum who played his high school football here in Jacksonville over there at First Coast High School. Tommy Brown, 5'9", 170 from Tusculum.
I'm very excited about Tommy. He's a JUCO. He's a transfer coming in. That means that he has some game experience. He's going to bring that kind of talent to some of the young guys that we have coming in. So we got some game experience back there. So we don't have to reach too far back because we're bringing in guys with college experience, and he's awesome on film.
Another local guy who can do well in the backfield, and also you can stick him out in the slot in certain situations, is Carlos Aquino, 5'7", 150 from Inglewood High School here in Jacksonville, has blazing speed back there for you.
Yeah, and again, when you talk about our running backs here at Edward Waters College, you see big backs, you see small backs, you see agility, you see downhill running, and I think he's going to fit into what we mean when we say that all of our backs fit our offense and our style of offensive play.
Last guy we'll take a look at is another guy from Rebold High School here in Jacksonville, John Singleton, 5'11", 195 from Rebold High. A guy who can really be a Swiss Army knife for you, play at a lot of positions there for you tonight.
And, John's a tough guy. When we watched him on tape, John did some things that we really, really like. He runs tough, he runs hard. He's a down-here, north-south guy, and we're really excited about him coming into camp as well.
As you look at the totality of the guys that you're bringing in, and again, just the amount of talent that you have back there for you, it's going to make your job difficult trying to figure out who's going to run the ball, but I know it's going to be a very exciting and tough competition for you.
I think with the competition that we do have at running back here at Edward Waters College, I think that the cream is going to flow to the top. These guys are going to come in and work hard, and we're going to find our guy. We're looking for that guy that can take the football for us 25, 30 times a game, and we're looking for a guy that's going to come in and he's going to be able to run the football for 10 weeks. And if all of the guys pan out, that guy will present himself to us as it relates to competition coming out of camp.
Should be a fun competition. Yeah. Coach, thanks for the time.
All right. Thank you.
Coach, those are the running backs looking at your team right now. There's just so much talent there at that spot. And next week we'll take a look at the wide receiver position, the divas on the team, if you will. But you've absolutely gotten better at just about each and every position from your spring training to now getting ready to go into fall camp.
Well, one thing I'll say is our coaches were very diligently working hard in terms of, we want to recruit a certain skill set, and I think we accomplished that. I think one of the biggest issues is, a lot of time when teams recruit, they get infatuated with kids that are, oh man, he's this. We recruited to what our board needed. We recruited to certain specifics of what it's going to take us going forward to build a program. We didn't want to so-called say, hey, get this kid in because it has to be the right fit. I mean, and we talk about that, and you'll hear that term in every college program in the country, and particularly you hear that, in the professional league. He may be a great player, but is he the right fit? And what we're looking for is we're looking for kids that are right fit for Edward Waters. The kids are going to want to come here, matriculate at Edward Waters. They're going to be proud to have that EWC across their chest. Those are some of the things that we're looking forward to bringing into the program. Kids that have a mindset of they want this thing over here on Kings Road to succeed.
Next week we'll take a look at the wide receiver. Should be an exciting episode then for the head coach Greg Ruffin and for running backs coach Dr. Michael Grant and Joshua Jackson. We'll talk to you again next week right here on Inside the Huddle.